So, unfortunately, we've picked up some grid penalties, and we'll be starting further back than you expect. As for how bad it is, that'll depend on what the other drivers get.
Welcome along then to the place where heroes and history are made. It's where the 2008 title was decided in the final corner. And it's the place, a year later, that Jenson Button stormed through from 14th on the grid to claim his one and only Drivers' Championship. It's Interlagos, and it's time for the Brazilian Grand Prix. Interlagos, always a very special race here in Brazil. It's a 2.7-mile circuit with 9 lefts and 6 rights for a total of 15 corners. The fastest lap today should have an average speed of around 135 miles per hour, if, of course, the weather stays dry until the end of the Grand Prix. Anthony Davidson joins me once again in the commentary box, and it's fantastic to have you with us here today, but I'm curious, as a man with experience out on the track, how do you stop those pre-race nerves from becoming overwhelming when you're lining up on the grid?
Well, from the moment qualifying's over, you start to feel the adrenaline in your body build up and the buzz in your stomach as you anticipate the run down into turn 1. It's all a bit like going into battle, and the unknown situation makes you nervous. Those pre-race nerves are a good thing. The day you don't have them means that you don't care anymore. And of course, you have to make sure that all the procedures are second nature to you, so that they're not taking up too much of your capacity.
Off the back of a fantastic qualifying session, it's time to see how our starting grid looks for today's race. Lewis Hamilton lines up on pole position, edging out Sergio Perez, who lines up P2. Moving on to the rest of the grid, we have Norris, Leclerc, Pierre Gasly and Vettel, Giovinazzi, Stroll, Fernando Alonso and Kimi Raikkonen. Sainz, they'll be starting further back after an earlier grid penalty. Russell, Jack Aitken and Ricciardo, they've taken a grid penalty. Mick Schumacher, the Tiger, Yuki Tsunoda, they'll be starting further back after an earlier grid penalty. And Valtteri Bottas, Ocon, Latifi, Mazepin and Max Verstappen completes the grid. And with lights out just moments away, it's time to go down to the track.
DRS when you are within 1 second of the car ahead and in the DRS zone. Look easy. Yellow flag. Someone's come off ahead of you. There's a yellow flag ahead. Green flag. Top 10. Position, Russell ahead, less than a second separate you. They're on old softs. Raikkonen behind, the gap is less than a second. They're on old softs. Okay, gap to leader, 10.6 seconds. We're approaching the pit window. You'll be on the mediums. We want to pit this lap, so push now. Teammate behind is 5.9 seconds. Tyre condition is still looking good. Exit now. You'll be racing as you leave the pits. Complete. Go now. Look after these tyres now. We want to finish the race on this compound.
race.
Race over. Take care of the car on the way in.
And with that, another year of Formula One draws to a close, and the new World Drivers' Champion is declared. Another entry added to that prestigious list of the sport's most incredible drivers. A great race then, very much as we've come to expect, and a fantastic win here at Interlagos. Tell me, Ant, how do you think they were able to deliver such an incredible result today?
I think that smart tyre management on track and very smooth driving definitely assisted in their victory today. That combination meant they got the absolute maximum out of their tyres at all times.
The drivers are en route to the podium as we speak. What a fantastic win for the Red Bull team. They performed exceptionally today, keeping us firmly on the edge of our seats throughout the entirety of the race. Congratulations to everyone at the team. So, Anthony Davidson, who would you rank as your driver of the day?
Max Verstappen seemed to just effortlessly weave through the other drivers today without a care in the world. He was definitely my driver of choice.
Let's move on to the constructors. Red Bull pull further ahead in the standings. And with that, we wrap up another weekend of motorsport. But with more races lined up, be sure to join us when we come back with more Formula One.
The team's income is looking very robust right now. It's time for you to have a think about our profit margin and what areas of the operation might benefit from that money. I know we were expecting some new developments to come through, but some of them have failed quality control. We'll need to tell the team what to redevelop via the R&D screen. We need your input on how to address an issue concerning our driver. The department wants me to pass on their thanks for helping out. You're not currently in a rivalry. Sooner or later, you'll probably be asked by the media who you consider to be your rival. Think carefully who you select, as while you'll receive a claim for beating them, you'll lose a claim if you fail to do so.